Canada Field in Vancouver, British Columbia is the site for tonight's matchup as we got the London Knights taking on the Vancouver Legion. With me in the studio is Jeremy Vega. How you doing, Jeremy?
Doing fantastic, Jeff. Glad to be here in Vancouver. Ready for an exciting game between these two teams.
Yeah, both in the stats truck with us is Jimmy Galvez. Gets his first introduction into stats tonight. And what's so good about this series is the home team hasn't won. Jeremy, what are you looking forward to tonight?
Well, I'm looking forward to London's front seven putting pressure on Tom Pepper. If they can put the pressure on Tom Pepper tonight, then their secondary could possibly force their first turnover of season 14. On Vancouver's side, you're looking at Suda Nakai, their superstar halfback, who's really elevated this Vancouver Legion offense to where they've scored 41 points per game in the first two games of the season, and Vancouver being 2-0 off to their best start in franchise history.
Yeah, this should be one of the most interesting matchups tonight. Is you got exactly what you said. Vancouver 2-0, London 1-1. The home team, like I said, hasn't won yet, or the home team is undefeated. So an away team has never won in this series. So we'll just have to see what happens tonight as we get ready for kickoff. Vancouver will kick it off first, so the London Knights will start with the football. The kick by Roman Rakowski is away. It'll be fielded at the 10-yard line, and that's going to be brought up out to the 30-yard line. So that is where the London Knights will start. Gabe Manning on the kick return.
And man, Gabriel Manning, the superstar wide receiver for London, coming from his former team, San Francisco Sharks. I'm wondering if he's going to break one on special teams tonight.
We'll have to see. He's been very low in terms of yards as well in the receiving category. So quarterback Agnes McLean is going to start under center. It'll be a handoff to Jason Williams, former Alaska Storm fullback, and he's going to take it up for a gain of 3 up to the London 33.
Yeah, halfback Jason Williams for London. He's an interesting character. He's only got 150 yards and 1 touchdown through 2 games, but they've thrown to him 18 times. So you're definitely going to see him continue to be involved in the passing game, and it's going to help Angus kind of settle in as he dumps him to the flats to Williams.
And he'll get under center for this second down. It'll be another handoff. He's going to get a hit on the tackle by number 42 for the Vancouver Legion. That is the outside linebacker, Brian Craven.
Yeah, London's offense hasn't been the best this season. We know the story of they're having a full brand new roster and they're trying to gel, but one thing they've been really good at this season is third down. There's 60% completion on third down. We'll see if they can pick it up here.
3rd down and 5. McLean's going to throw it across the middle. It's going to be caught up past midfield to the 49 into Vancouver Legion territory, and that's Gabe Manning on the reception.
Yeah, Gabriel Manning, through 2 games, only 6 receptions, 73 yards, and a touchdown. You know he's going to get his each game. It just depends on if you can stop him from the yards after catch and turn it into a big one.
As McLean's going to go under center for the 1st down and 10. Ball at the 47-yard line. It's going to be a handoff to Jason Williams. He's going to try to go up the middle. It looked like he didn't know which direction, but he was tackled on the play by, I think, Craven. No, there's going to be number 55 for the Vancouver Legion.
Yeah, you're looking at Kevin Brackett, the DN there, in his 2nd season. Excuse me. He's a really good big guy up front for Vancouver.
2nd down and 8. McLean under center yet again. He's going to take this snap. He's going to fire it out to the right. It's going to be caught. I believe Gabe Manning on the reception yet again. So he gets it down inside Vancouver territory down to the 31.
Yeah, Angus McLean, he's kind of struggled a little bit with his interceptions and turnovers this season. One good thing Angus does have going for him is his strong arm and his ability to push that ball downfield. And when you see those deep out routes, you really got to have a rocket arm to get it all the way across and to the outside away from the cornerbacks as he did just there.
That was actually Vin Kalia on the reception, so that's his first SFL reception. So give credit to him as the Jason Williams going to get the handoff, and he's going to go up the middle and be hit for no gain on the play. So it's 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, congratulations, Vin. It's always a great moment when you get your first play, reception, whatever it is, and then you got the announcers calling you out. That's kind of what you came here for. So, congratulations. We look forward to your career moving forward.
As Andy is saying in chat, he was out. So it's going to be a hand-up fumble on the play. It's going to be picked up by the Vancouver Legion. And he's going to be tackled at the 40-yard line. Number 59, Devin King, a player for the Vancouver Legion, the outside linebacker, picks up the fumble.
Oh, what better way to get involved in your first game than to scoop and run a fumble recovery? They call him the Baby Bash. He's one of the 3 linebackers in that Bash Brothers group, and he was just signed this week, and now he's scooping up a fumble. That's great job for him and great job for this Vancouver defense.
So that adds to Vancouver. They have a +3, which is good for 3rd in the league in the SFL. So now they're up to 4 on the turnover margin, as Tom Pepper will start under center inside his own territory at the 40-yard line. It's going to be a strong formation in the backfield is Pseudo Nakai, and he'll get the handoff. He's going to be hitting the backfield, but he's going to get out of that tackle and pick up of 2 on the play. So Pseudo Nakai with his first carry goes for 2 yards.
Vancouver, Vancouver's averaging 152 rushing yards per game, which is very impressive, and that definitely helps with their total points per game that we talked about earlier. And it's just something Pseudo and this offensive line has been working on all offseason.
As Tom Pepper will go back into the same formation again. He's going to drop back. He's going to throw it out to Nakai behind the backfield. He's going to try to make a spin as Nakai, but he'll be getting tackled right there. So pick up of 5 on the play. So it's going to be a 3rd and 3. So for this 3rd down and 3, Tom Pepper going to be in the shotgun. Nakai in the backfield to his left. Pepper will take the shotgun snap. He's going to fire it out deep. It's going to fall incomplete. What to see on coverage was number 28 for the London. Got to go to.
Yeah, Pepper was targeting Rich Pratchard there. Rich Pratchard, he's been involved seldomly so far. They're looking to get him a little bit more involved.
So give credit to the coverage on the play by Adam Okoye. He's actually in his 5th season. He was currently with Sioux Falls. So he comes over to London in the offseason as the kick return for Gabe Manning goes only for a little bit. That's something that he's not really used to. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, we'll see if London can, take better care of the football this time around. They've had a lot of turnovers this season. I feel like that's really held them back so far. But, last week they had some turnovers when they were in St. Louis, and they still managed to pull out a win. We'll see if they can kind of correct their mistakes here early and then push forward and try to pick up a win tonight.
Agnes McLean under center. Gonna be a handoff to Jason Williams, who's got some blocking out there. He breaks out of 1 tackle. He's got the first down, and a couple yards after the down pick up. He's got 21 yards on 6 carries. Is Jason Williams as he gets up to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for Doug Day making that tackle, Williams was going to have a one-on-one with the safety Mark Lopez, and Williams is able to truck through these smaller secondary players, and he could have ripped off a big one there. But Doug Day, he's a great tackling machine for this Vancouver defense.
Yeah, coming in with 13 tackles, 2 interceptions, tied for 3rd in the SFL, and 2 interceptions. As the 1st down and 10 start at the 33-yard line, McLean will take the snap under center. He's going to fire it out. It'll be caught on the slant route. Gets enough for the 1st down. That is receiver number 12, Saren Storm.
Saren Storm had a big game against St. Louis. Prior to week 2, he really wasn't even involved in this offense, and then he kind of had his little mini coming out party last week, and they're kind of getting him a little bit more involved, and now early so far in this game, and it's good to see because Saren Storm has some very reliable hands.
Yeah, and who would have thought that he would have more receiving yards through first 2 weeks than Gabe Manning? Only by a couple, but I mean, who would have thought that?
Yeah.
as Agnes McLean will go under center yet again. It'll be a handoff to Jason Williams, who's going to get out of a couple tackles like he normally does and gets to midfield.
Yeah, Williams running hard, trying to redeem himself from that previous drive, and he's setting his offense up in a 2nd and short. Now they're kind of their playbook's kind of wide open right now.
Yeah, this is good to see from the London offense, handing the ball off to Jason Williams, and he's getting going here to start. Well, to see if he could keep holding on to that rock, though. So at midfield, 1st, 2nd, and 4, McLean takes the high snap. He's got to fight her out to the left. It will be caught by none other than Gabe Manning. He gets enough for the first down to the Vancouver 37.
So far, Angus McLean and his receivers are working the sidelines. Last week, they were kind of going deep over the middle, and maybe that's something Vancouver game planned for, and they're just kind of giving up these sidelines. But so far, it's helping London push the ball downfield, and as they picked up another first down, they've definitely now moved into Vancouver territory.
And this is something that they did on their last drive. They've looked good marching down the field. We'll have to see if they could actually cap this one off with points. It'll be a handoff to Jason Williams, who gets hit in the backfield and stuffed. Give credit to Doug Day. Doug Day with the tackle.
Yeah, man, Doug Day, ever since he came to Vancouver, he's really just been a force for this defense, and he's showing it there as he gets into the backfield very quickly.
So this causes a 2nd down and 12. So loss of 2 on the last carry by Jason Williams. It'll be another under center snap for McLean. He's going to fire it out to none other than Jason Williams. He's got blocked in front of him and gets to the 29-yard line. So pickup of 10 on the play.
And as you mentioned it earlier, this is their 2nd drive where they've done really well moving the ball, and so far this offense seems to be in a pretty good rhythm, despite the turnover. They're doing a good job, and you got to throw credit to London's defense for forcing a 3-and-out on Vancouver after fumbling that ball. But now London back into another 3rd down situation. We'll see what they can do.
So 3rd down and 2. McLean will go under center. Jason Williams is in the backfield. It'll be a handoff to Jason Williams, who's got some blocks and gets to the first down and gets to the 24-yard line. So pick up a 4 on the play for that run. Picks up the first down and keeps the chains going.
Yeah, and a lot of credit goes out to Liam Crowder for getting this young offense in a rhythm. And they're looking fantastic, and it's only week 3. A lot of people anticipated taking a lot longer, but they're clicking early right now.
So shotgun formation for McLean, who takes the shotgun snap. He's going to fire it to her receiver, who gets absolutely blasted at the first down marker. I believe that was Saren Storm. Yeah, it was. It was Saren Storm yet again on the reception and gets creamed after the hit.
Yeah, Ashley with a big hit on Saren, and Saren Storm, that's his 2nd catch, and you're going to see a lot of them. He continues this type of production here in the 1st quarter.
So now they're inside the red zone. It'll be another handoff to Jason Williams, who's got blocking up front yet again as London picks up 5 on the play. So it's going to be the Jason Williams show here early.
Yeah, and if Vancouver wants to kind of disrupt this rushing attack, their front line guys, Leah Dama Blazer and Kevin Brackett, they're going to have to do something. They're going to have to get off their blocks and clog these holes and not give Williams such big running lanes.
So 2nd down and 5. Shotgun snap to McLean yet again. He's got some time, but he's going to check it down to Jason Williams, who's going to get tackled. Who's going to be, excuse me, I got the wrong guy. It's going to be tackled by Ashley Rose Finch.
Yeah, London on that pass play tried to go to the sidelines. Really had it covered well, and McLean just had to kind of check it down. And now they're in a 3rd and 8. They've been great on 3rd down so far. This would be the biggest one for them in the 1st quarter.
As McLean will go under center for the 3rd down and 8. They can still get a first down without getting into the end zone. As he drops back, McLean's going to fire out to the left. It's going to be caught in the end zone for a touchdown. Gabe Manning on the touchdown reception. How did you like that drive, Jeremy?
Fantastic drive, flawless, especially coming off of a turnover last drive, and they're definitely seeing something with these out routes, particularly the deep 10 to 15-yard out routes. It's wide open. They called their best play thus far in the drive on that 3rd and 8, and it got them a touchdown in London. kind of surprisingly up 7-0 here early over Vancouver.
So Xavier Howard, the kicker, will come out for the extra point attempt for the London Knights. The snap is down and the kick is good. So it's 7-0 here late in the first quarter. As I mean, I'm sure, like you said, that surprisingly London is on top.
Yeah, I mean, not a lot of people kind of picked London to come into Vancouver, where Vancouver's just been so hot this season. But there's 3 quarters, a lot of time left. Andy Hamilton is going to rally his guy. He won't let any of them have any doubt creep into their heads. They got 3 quarters, 7-0 late in the first. Really isn't a big deal, but the momentum is on London's side right now.
As Mark Lopez gets the ball up to the 19-yard line. So I just want to pass this along. Gabe Manning, I missed this on his first reception, but he got 400 career receptions. So now Tom Pepper will come out at the 19-yard line. It's going to be 1st down and 10. He'll start in the shotgun empty set formation. Takes the snap. Blitz is coming off the edge, and he's going to get sacked on the play for a loss of 5. Give credit to the sack to number 31. That will... I don't have him on here. What'd you think of that one, Jeremy?
It was a great blitz call from London, and it's kind of a rookie mistake there for tight end, for tackle Caudil. Just didn't even see him, didn't pick him up, and Tom Pepper kind of got rocked on that first play.
I understand formation for Tom Pepper, and he's going to get destroyed by William Davidson. Pass falls incomplete. The sack on the last play was credited to Trey Cook, the cornerback for the London Knights.
Yeah, and London's defensive line, they don't produce a lot of pressure between the 4 of them, but William Davidson is the only one of them to have any recorded sacks. He has 3.5, 7 tackles for loss. He is the guy that you're going to have to block if you want to get Tom Pepper a clean pocket.
Empty set formation in the shotgun for Tom Pepper. The blitz was coming yet again. He's going to fight around deep, and he's going to be caught. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Vancouver Legion.
Yeah, and it's Brett Killian. If it's a big play, it's going to be Brett Killian who makes, the sideline catch and then just turns on the burners and leaves this defense behind him. And now Vancouver has tied up the ball game on a big play from that Pepper-Killian connection that's kind of worked so well for so many seasons.
I thought he was out of bounds, and he didn't go out of bounds as Liam Crowder is going to challenge. That's why I was a little apprehensive about that, but they let the play going, which is exactly what you want to do. Just let it go and have the challenge come out. But if this stands, Brett Killian will have 40 in his career.
Yeah, and if it's overturned, that clearly is in. If the refs overturn it, it's going to be a devastating call. As Vancouver kind of on a 3rd and long really needed something big, and they got it.
They did. There looked like there was a couple times where he could have stepped out. So it will be close, but Brett Killian absolutely destroyed Adam Okoye on that last play for the catch and run. And the play will stand. So Vancouver with an amazing Tom Pepper to Brett Killian connection.
And that's not a bad challenge for London. If you get it in your favor, you kind of erase 7 points there in a big play, and Vancouver's punting the ball to you. But nonetheless, great play by Vancouver to tie it up, and that's a quick strike by this offense.
So Roman Rakowski will come out to attempt the extra point, try to knot the game up at 7. The snap. Kind of a low, but it's corralled, and the kick is good. So we are all knotted up back at 7. So, Jeremy, what do you think? What do you think is going to happen on this next series for the London Knights?
I think London just needs to stick to what they were doing the first two drives. I mean, if they can avoid a mistake and continue to produce at a high percentage on third down, I mean, I don't know if Vancouver's going to have an answer for them. They certainly didn't on that previous drive, but their offense may be picking up the slack for that defense for Vancouver.
Gabe Manning fielded the kick return, and he's making a couple moves, get past the 30, up to the 34-yard line. So just to start, it seemed London has had the better field position. I mean, Vancouver did have that fumble recovery, but they were not able to do anything with it. So Agnes McLean will come out for his third series. He has pretty much marched down the field on this Vancouver defense. As he'll start under center. It's going to be a handoff to Jason Williams, who's going to break out of a tackle, and he's finally going to get brought down by number 55 for the Vancouver Legion.
Yeah, and this is
Kevin Brackett.
This is kind of what we saw from London last drive. They're kind of letting Williams do his thing on first down, a little bit on second down, and they've been letting Angus complete kind of an out route, maybe a quick slant on third down to continue the drive, and it's been a great formula for him so far.
Yeah, gain of 6 on the last carry, sets up a second down at 4. McLean under center. Williams is in the backfield. McLean's going to take the snap. He's going to fire it out to the right side, and it's going to be caught by 86 for the London Knights. That's the Robert Garrett Jr., the tight end.
Yeah, and Robert Garrett Jr., he's having a stellar season through 2 games. I mean, this big 6'7" tight end comes in today with 9 receptions for 91 yards and a touchdown. And now he's over the 100-yard mark on the season with that one, and he's kind of been one of the better tight ends in the league so far.
Yeah, he definitely has. And to move on from who they had last season and to get Robert Garrett in the draft, I mean, it's just helped their offense that much better as Jason Williams gets the carry, shrugs off Mark Lopez, and then gets tackled by number 21, Kyler Murray.
And this offensive line for London continuing to just open lanes for Williams. I mean, he's not having to do too much when he gets to the line. There's just always been a hole for him, and it's really helping them out so far.
So at the end of the first quarter, we're all knotted up at 7. And so we start the second quarter. London in Vancouver Legion territory yet again at ball at the 45-yard line. Second down and 6. Agnes McLean, the quarterback, under center. Gonna be a handoff to Jason Williams. Goes up the left side. He's got some blocks. He's got the first down. Gets the ball to the 31-yard line of the Vancouver Legion.
Yeah, and outside of a passive formation, this heavy set formation for London has been their most productive formation. They've been running the screen out of it 10 yards, and now every time they run out of it, whether it's up the middle or to the outside, they're picking up close to 10 yards as well. So look for them to continue to use this formation.
Yeah, Vancouver hasn't had an answer for that formation yet. So Agnes McLean under center takes the small step back. He's got to fire over across the middle. Going to be intended for Robert Garrett Jr., but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, and Doug Day continuing, his dominance up front. He's great in run coverage, great in pass coverage, and I would have liked to see Angus kind of put a little more mustard on that one as he kind of just lobbed it over the middle and gave the Vancouver linebacker a chance to make a play on it.
So Agnes McLean will go under center. It's going to be offside, so they get a free play. Jason Williams got enough for the first down. We'll have to see. It looked like he just got there, but we'll have to check. It looked like it was offsides and on Vancouver, so no matter what, we'll have to see if they just decide to take the yards or if they're going to accept the penalty. So number 91, Lee Adama, is called for the offsides.
Yeah, and Lee Adama, the first-round pick for Vancouver at D-tackle, he's a quiet name on this roster, but he does have 3 sacks and 4 tackles for a loss, so he is making an impact. Unfortunately there, just kind of jumped it a little too early.
McLean will take the under center snap. He's got to fight across the middle. He had 2 receivers open. The fullback there was No, that number 40 was open, but it fell incomplete. He also has Saren Storm if he wanted him.
Yeah, it really looked like kind of JQ and Saren Storm both froze a little bit, neither one really knowing who that ball was intended for, and it just kind of fell to the floor, which was unfortunate because that could have got them deep into Vancouver territory inside the 10. But London's gonna have to try something else here on second down.
Agnes McLean will start under center. It'll be a handoff to Jason Williams. Gonna try to truck a couple defenders, Mark Lopez included, and he'll be brought down just 2 yards short of the first down. So we'll have to see what they do on this third down, but Jason Williams out here running rampant yet again.
And if Vancouver's defense can hold London to a field goal, that's going to be huge. I mean, London's just been driving at will, and off 3 drives, if Vancouver can only allow 10 points, I mean that's a good start here in the first half.
Bunch formation under center and fired out to Jason Williams, who's got the first down, gets inside the 10 down to the 8-yard line before he's tackled on the play by Devin King.
Yeah, and you know, the play calling right now, it's masterful work. I mean, Vancouver really dropped back into coverage, and they even protected the sidelines on this one. And with everyone deep into the playing deep coverage, they kind of just dumped it down to Williams to pick up that first down. And that's just a great play call.
And it's going to be sets up a first and goal as McLean will go under center. He's going to fire out to the right. It's going to be caught by Gabe Manning, who gets into the end zone for his second touchdown of the game. As Agnes McLean marches the London Knights downfield, and it's capped off by another Gabe Manning touchdown.
And you can hear the displeasure from the Vancouver fans with their boos. I mean, there's just been no resistance from this Vancouver defense. It typically plays very well. And London, 3 drives, one ended up with a turnover, but that drive was going, and now these last 2 drives just all the way down for 7 points. And if London continues this onslaught, it's going to be a long day for this Vancouver defense.
As Xavier Howard attempts the extra point, and it is good. But I mean, we talked to both coaches, Liam Crowder and Andy Hamilton, before the game, and Liam did say that he wanted to get the run game going because it hasn't been what he thought it would be to this point in the season. I mean, just tonight, it seems like he's gotten something figured out.
Oh yeah, 87 yards in the first half from Jason Williams to go along with his 3 catches for 12 yards. We knew they were going to use him in the passing game, but so far in the running game, it's been on fire right now.
As a kick by Mark Lopez. Oh, and he gets the spin. He's going to break out a couple tackles, get it up to the 28-yard line. So that is where Tom Pepper and company will start their next series. And then just to go off of what we were talking about with what they wanted to do, Andy Hamilton actually said he wanted to limit big plays and actually force the London Knights behind the chains defensively. But offensively, he wants to continue to do what they do to find a way to win. And he has complete confidence in Tom Pepper. And we saw that on the last throw to Brett Killian for the touchdowns, as Tom Pepper will take the snap. He's going to roll out. He's going to fire it to the left side on the sideline. It's going to be caught by Brett Killian, who picks up 4 on the play.
Yeah, and that touchdown pass from Pepper to Killian was actually Tom Pepper's longest completion of his career. Previously, it was 84 yards. That big one to Brett Killian last drive went for 86. So, you know, congratulations for Tom and Killian. Continue to do their work, and they're once again connecting on this drive early.
So the second down and 6, Tom Pepper in the shotgun. Pseudo Nakai to his left. Tom Pepper motioning, calling out an audible, but he's going to take the snap. Pressure is coming. He gets out of it, but he was going to be brought down by, I believe, William Davidson and company, as I believe number 95 was also in there as well. Matthew Braun.
Yeah, and so far, the second and third round pick, the Caudill brothers, who both play tackle for Vancouver's offensive line, they got to step it up. I mean, Tom Pepper did have that one great throw, but that's now the 3rd play out of the previous 5 where Tom Pepper's been completely under duress and just taking a hit.
So it sets up a 3rd down and long, 3rd down and 9. Tom Pepper in the shotgun empty set formation. He's going to take the snap. Pressure is coming, but it's picked up, but it's going to fall incomplete. He was looking, I believe, for Brett Killian coming across the middle, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, and just a quick 3-and-out for Vancouver, which is something they did not want after giving up another great drive to London's offense. And they're going to come out here and punt the ball. And Vancouver's defense is going to have to step up because they cannot continue to let London's offense do what they've been doing here in the first half. Otherwise, they're going to find themselves down 2 scores early.
And the punt is away from Jess Johnston. It's going to be fielded by Gabe Manning at the 30. Makes a guy miss and gets up to the 35-yard line. So William Davidson, who comes in 10th all-time in sacks in the SFL with 48.5, picks up a half a sack, so he's up to 49 career sacks.
Yeah, and that's a truly impressive stat. I mean, this is only his his fifth, sixth season in the SFL, so he's been doing a great job climbing the all-time leaderboard.
As Agnes McLean will come out and start this series under center. It's going to be a handoff to Jason Williams yet again, who go up to the 42-yard line, pickup of 7 on the last play. As we see on screen, Jason Williams averaging 5.2 yards per carry.
Yeah, and like the the London offensive line is really continuing to do a great job of just opening up lanes for Williams, and when you see that 5.2 yards, you know that credit's going to go to the offensive line.
Angus McLean will take the shotgun snap. He's going to fire it to Robert Garrett Jr., who gets the first down and gets into Vancouver Legion's side of the field down to the 45.
Yeah, Angus McLean came into today with 6 interceptions to his 3 touchdowns. He's had turnovers in both his first 2 games. So far, he's playing a really clean first half, and he's just doing a good job of distributing the ball. And I think this run game being so good tonight is really kind of helping him stay clean.
Going to be another handoff to Jason Williams, who powers his way through attack the Vancouver Legion defender and gets 3 yards on the carry down to the 42-yard line.
Man, Thrilliums is what they call him, what they used to call him. I'm really not too sure. When he's breaking tackles like that and just throwing defenders off of him, you know why he was given that nickname.
Yeah, he started his career with the Alaska Storm and now moved on to a couple other teams before landing in London. As he gets hit in the backfield, give credit to Lee Adama. We talked about this just a series ago, Jeremy.
Yeah, Lee Adama picking up his 5th tackle for loss. That's the pressure that these big guys up front for Vancouver's defense need to put on the London offensive line and not let them continue to just open these big running lanes. But now London in a long 3rd down, and Vancouver's defense has to hold them here.
They do, as Angus McLean takes the snap. He's got to fire it out to Gabe Manning. He's got enough for the first down to 31 of Vancouver.
Yeah, this is something we kind of touched on. Gabe Manning he hasn't had a big game this far in the season. I mean, we're only 2 games in, but so far in the first half, I think he's kind of just had a better first half than he has the previous 2 games, and I think that the credit's going to go to this game plan and the film that was watching this Vancouver defense, because they're continuing to work the sidelines, which is something Vancouver's going to have to adjust here for the second half.
It'll be a handoff to Jason Williams, who's going to get up to the 25-yard line, so pick up a 5. But yeah, coming in, Gabe Manning only had 6 receptions for 73 yards and a touchdown. He has 2 touchdowns already, and he is past the 73-yard mark. He is actually up to, let me look at it, he's at 57 yards, so he's just under that, but he's in closing on his season total. Going to be a handoff to Jason Williams, who's going to go to the 23, pick up a 2 on the last carry.
Yeah, and you're seeing one of the other Bash brothers, not the Bash brothers, I'm sorry, excuse me. No, yeah, does Baby Bash, Devin King, sorry, he's brand new, and now he's picking up a good hit on Thrilliums after he had that fumble earlier in the first quarter. But once again, another 3rd down for London. This formation has been working real well for London.
Angus McLean is going to be sacked in the backfield for the Vancouver Legion. That number 99, Rock Blazer, number 93, will get credit for the sack.
Yeah, and you got to give credit to the Vancouver defender, who kind of came down and just smothered Williams, because that's typically where that play really kind of goes to. And Angus didn't really have anywhere else to go with the ball, and he kind of took a sack, and that's a great stop for Vancouver as London was starting to put together another touchdown drive.
Bam Franklin get credit for the sack as Xavier Howard attempting the long field goal, and it's no good. That's his first miss on the season. Xavier Howard was coming in 1 for 1.
Yeah, and if this does not give the Vancouver Legion, a second win, then I'm not sure what will. I mean, they were about to go down 2 scores. An unfortunate miss for the London kicker there, and now it's going to set Vancouver up at their own 36. They got good field position. They got plenty of time before half. They just got to be smart with their play calling, and they could tie this up.
Yeah, definitely. With 4:13 left to go in the first half, Tom Pepper will start in shotgun. Pseudo Nakai to his left. Pepper takes the snap. He's going to fire it deep across the middle of the field. It's going to be caught by none other than Brett Killian down to the 42-yard line into London territory just like that.
Yeah, Brett Killian matching Gabe Manning catch for catch, and both these receivers are having a big game here in the first half, and now Killian's got his offense into London territory.
As Killian burns Adam McCoy yet again for a huge pitch and catch into London territory is Pepper in the shotgun formation. Pseudo Nakai to his left. Pepper will take the snap. You got to fire out to the left. It's going to be tapped on the toes. Then gets the ball down is Brett Killian. So another reception.
117 yards off 4 catches in the first half. That is an amazing half. Not really surprised. This is something Brett Killian kind of does for this Vancouver Legion offense. What I am surprised about, however, is the 1 attempt for 2 yards for Pseudo Nakai here in the first half. They got to get him involved, whether it's in the passing game or the running game. I mean, they can't abandon the run now. They still got plenty of time.
Yeah, that is very surprising. As Tom Pepper will take the shotgun snap, he's going to fire it underneath to Nakai, who breaks out of a tackle and jukes another guy and gets past the first down and gets the ball to the 31-yard line. So right on cue, Jeremy. It looks like you're a prophet.
I mean, when the guy's capable of doing something like that, a play that was almost kind of dead in the water, Pseudo Nakai takes it, breaks a couple tackles, picks up a first down to extend the Vancouver drive. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Is Tom Pepper in the shotgun formation yet again, and he takes the snap. He's going to fire it out to the right. It will be caught for a gain of 4 on the play by number 86. That is Rich Pratchett, so he gets his first reception on the night.
Yeah, give credit to Andy, who's kind of recognized something in this London's defense. It's the 3rd time they've ran that shotgun formation, and it's really given Pepper 3 options: the outside, the over the middle, or the check down to Pseudo, and it's working as they've got 3 completions on this drive with that formation.
Tom Pepper under center now. And the second down play is going to fire out to Nakai in the backfield, who's going to get just past. They're going to credit him with 1, but it looked like he didn't even get much of that.
Yeah, and this third and four play right here, it's kind of one of if London stuffs them and holds them to a field goal, the momentum kind of stays in their favor. If Vancouver can pick this up and move this ball into the red zone, the momentum's kind of starting to go into their favor, and they're once again coming out in this shotgun formation.
Yeah, this is the shotgun formation for Tom Pepper. He's going to take the snap. He's going to fire it across the middle. It's going to be intended for Brett Killian, but it's going to fall incomplete as he took a shot on the play. As we come to the 2-minute warning with the score, London Knights 14. Vancouver are marching downfield. They will attempt the field goal after we come back. So Roman Rokowski will come out to attempt the field goal attempt. Snap is down, kick is on the way, and it's good for 41 yards out. So the London Knights missed the field goal attempt, and now Vancouver marches down, and they tack on they actually make it a notch just a little bit closer. Still down by 4 though.
Yeah, great kick by Roman there to kind of, lessen the gap in points, I guess you could say. for Vancouver. London, though, with as good as their offense have been, they still got 2 minutes, two timeouts. They have a chance to put together something before we go into halftime.
There's a couple plays there for Vancouver where they could have went a little bit differently than what they called. But I mean, as Gabe Manning is doing Gabe Manning things and getting the ball up to the 38-yard line as he makes a couple of spin moves, and boy, he is just a weapon, and you just never know what is going to happen when you kick the ball to him.
Yeah, it's one of those hold your breath moments and just kind of hope for the best every time you kick it. It's one of the downsides to scoring when you're playing London because you got to kick it right back to Gabe Manning and you never know what's going to happen.
So Angus McLean will start under center. Jason Williams in the backfield will be a handoff to Jason Williams. Couple yard gain of 3, and Brian Craven on the tackle.
Williams has been working great this first half for this offense, but in this 2-minute drive, they really got to go to Angus McLean. Angus is 13 for 15, 86.7% completion. He's got 2 touchdowns. His keep yards 142.4. Those stats coming to you from Jimmy Galvez, but give it to Angus, put it in his hands, let him do his thing.
Gonna be another handoff to Jason Williams, who's gonna get enough for the first down and carry a couple defenders to the London 49. As the London Knights is gonna go no huddle. Angus takes the under center snap. He's gonna fight across the middle, almost intercepted on the play by number 59, Devin King.
Yeah, and one thing you don't want to do when you're passing against this Vancouver defense is kind of just leave these balls floating over the middle where these linebackers, they're all, really well skilled in pass coverage, and that's this kind of the second time that the linebackers almost came away with an interception. I think London needs to kind of stick to things more to the outside, a little bit deeper over these linebackers' heads, because at some point they're going to make you pay.
Angus McLean in the shotgun formation. Jason Williams to his right. Gonna take the snap. He's gonna fire it out to Gabe Manning. He's gonna get out of bounds. A gain of 6 on the last play.
Yeah, don't be surprised if London goes right back to Gabe Manning on an out route. It's been working so well this first half. 3rd and 4, it's enough to kind of work a 5-yard out route, which is quick and in the realm of Gabe Manning's speed for him to kind of, create that separation from the cornerback.
So 3rd down and 4, big 3rd down here late in the first half. McLean under center. He's going to fire it to the fullback, JQ, who gets the first down. Ball to the 33-yard line of Vancouver, and McLean will hurry it up, and he takes the shotgun snap. He's going to fire it deep downfield. It's going to fall incomplete as it was a tip drill. To give credit to Dean Maddox on the first one to attempt it. But yeah, it could have been intercepted by both of those guys, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, Lincoln Kingseed almost had an tip. This rookie, it looked like he just wanted it so bad. Maybe he was thinking about running for that touchdown before he actually caught it and just unfortunately dropped it.
So 2nd down and 10. Angus McLean under center. He takes the snap. He's got time. He's going to fire it out to the left. It's going to be caught by Gabe Manning yet again, who picks up a gain of 8 and gets it to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, so far it's the Manning-Killian show, and both these guys are just, creating instant highlight reels, these plays, and they both have made a tremendous impact on this game so far, and it's only the first half. I mean, I really can't wait to see what these guys bring in the second half.
Yeah, it's been a great first half, and it's been fast-paced as well, as we're down to 42 seconds left. McLean under center. Blitz is coming, and McLean is going to be dropped as the London Knights take their 2nd timeout. They got 1 remaining as the sack. Yeah,
and you see why Vancouver picked him with the 6th overall pick. Lee Adama just wreaking havoc back there, and that's a great job by Vancouver's defense to stand up and hold London to another field goal. And now, even if they go into halftime down, it's just down 1 score.
As Xavier Howard will attempt this field goal. He missed the first one. Kick is away, and this time he knocks it through from 46 to get the lead back up to 7 with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Yeah, and that was a close one. That one was almost blocked, and the Vancouver crowd just ready to jump out of their seats on that one, but Xavier kind of just getting that one up and over the line and through the uprights to give his team 7-point lead.
As Xavier Howard will kick the ball away for the London Knights. Mark Lopez will field it inside the 5-yard line. It's going to be why did he start? He didn't have to. He could have just kept going, but anyway, he gets the ball up to the 35.
You think Vancouver, with their 3 timeouts, should try to put something together with 27 seconds? Do you think they should just kind of go into half, regroup a little bit, and come back out?
Well, from what we've seen with Brett Killian on the one play touchdown and their second possession, I would let Tom Pepper air it out here. The quick strike ability is just, it's been there for both teams. Gabe Manning on the London side, as Tom Pepper will take the snap. He's going to fire it deep, and it's going to be caught. And he gets it inside the 10. And it's going to be brought down at the 10 by that's the receiver, Rich Pratchard. So just like that, we talked about it, Jeremy, and I said we should go deep. We just got the guy wrong.
Yeah, no, and the crazy thing is, this is the formation that Vancouver's continuing to come out in. They typically go to Killian deep over the middle. Pepper sends Killian on a short out route to kind of bring the cornerback in, and rather than a deep post over the middle, they go deep post to the outside, and it works tremendously. And now Vancouver at least could get a field goal here. They still got time to try to punch this one in.
As Tom Pepper will go under center, I don't think we're going to see a run, but it's never out of the possibility with Nakai in the backfield. Pepper's going to fire it to the end zone, and it's going to be caught for a touchdown by number 88, the big tight end, Craig Hearn, with his touchdown reception.
The moose is loose. I cannot believe Craig Hearn came down with that ball. It was such tight coverage in the back of the end zone, and he gets the ball, and he gets his feet in. Oh my goodness, and Vancouver's crowd's going wild right now as Vancouver ties it up before halftime.
Brandon Ewing, you got to feel for him. He had a chance at the interception, and but at the same time, you got to give credit to the Moose's loose Craig Hearn with that hauls in the touchdown. As Tom Pepper now with 2 touchdowns in the game, as the extra point attempt by Rakowski is up, and it's good. So just like that, not even 20 seconds, and Vancouver has already tied the game up at 17 again.
Yeah, I believe that was a 13-second drive from Vancouver, and that was great drive by them, great plays from both Rich Pratchard and Craig Hearn there.
And now you got to kick the ball off to Gabe Manning, who can run it back, and we could have another change of score here, as it's going to be fielded by Gabe Manning at the 1-yard line. He has blocking out in front. He's going to get stopped at the 26-yard line, so give credit to Vancouver on the kick coverage. But with 9 seconds left, I'm sure, Jeremy, we're going to see a kneel down or a run.
You got to give Thrilliams the ball in some kind of capacity. Let him try to maybe make a play. I would love to see them go to that heavy formation and throw a screen out of it, get some blockers in front of them. You never know what can happen.
It looks like they're in a run formation. We'll have to see if they actually go to Williams. No, it's going to be a pass play. Angus McLean's going to fire it deep, and it's going to be deflected and caught for an interception by Mark Lopez and the Vancouver Legion with 1 second left. Bring the ball back inside London territory as Mark Lopez notches his interception on the day. Holy cow.
Yeah, and Roman Rakowski does not have the leg to put through a 55-yarder unless there's a tornado in the building. So we're probably going to see a jump ball. Tom Pepper just kind of throwing one up there for his receivers. And if Vancouver can come down with this would be a 14-point swing in 27 seconds. It would just be wild.
It would be, as Mark Lopez now has 3 interceptions on the year. Tom Pepper will come out in the shotgun formation. He pump fakes, and he's going to be sacked, so he won't even get to attempt the Hail Mary pass, as number 90 for the Dakota Wolf, getting credit for the sack.
Yeah, and that's Dakota Wolf's first sack of the season, so congratulations to him.
So we've come to the end of the first half with the score 17-17. So Jeremy, as we come inside the halftime show, what so far? What have you thought through the first 2 quarters of play?
Two things. I have no clue how Vancouver is tied with 3 first downs, 3 rushing yards, and half the time of possession. It's absolutely insane. But that's just that big play ability from their playmakers on offense, and London, they're kind of kicking themselves because they won that first half by a mile, and it's a tied game. But if you're London, stick to your earlier game plans when you weren't really in this time constrained situation. Feed Williams the ball on first down, kind of work the sidelines or over the middle. It's been working for you. They were stringing some drives together. Defensively, London they can't let these big plays continue to happen because it's really just kind of lost them the first half, despite winning it, which is weird to say. But for Vancouver, they got to get Pseudo Nakai in the ground game going. They got an entire second half, brand new ball game. It's going to be interesting to see the adjustments coming out of halftime from both of these coaching staffs.
Yeah, it was a very fast-paced first half, and that has to go to what Liam Crowder was talking about. Get that run game going. We saw it. They took the whole time of possession in that first half. But again, like you said, the big plays have just killed them, and they can't turn the football over. We'll have to see what Angus McLean, if he falters from that the last couple seconds, if that interception comes back to haunt him.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate because Angus was playing just a great first half. I mean, he just playing well. He's playing efficient, and he had his offense just clicking. And then just late here in the second quarter, it's kind of threw a pick. Luckily for him in this London offense, it didn't really result in anything. But they really got to play mistake-free from here on out in the second half if they want to walk away with their second victory.
Well, we'll have to see what comes to fruition as we got the second half is about to start. So what are your keys, I guess, for the second half for this game?
Just kind of what I talked about. London, go back to your first quarter and early second quarter game plans as far as your drives, your play calling, mixing the run and the pass. Vancouver, get Pseudo Nakai involved.
And we'll have to see. I'm really surprised by Nakai only having 2 yards with 1 attempt, as Vancouver will start with the ball first as Mark Lopez gets destroyed at the 23-yard line. So that is where Tom Pepper will start this first possession of the second half. And so he will start in the shotgun formation. Pseudo Nakai to his left. We'll have to see if Jeremy's predictions are right and he gets going in the second half. He'll take the snap. He's going to fire it out to the left. Caught by Killian, who gets enough for the first down. Gain of 10 on the play. Gets it to the 34-yard line.
And with that throw, Pepper is going to move to 11 completions on 15 attempts. He's really got command of this offense. With his veteran experience, he's able to see that adjustment that London made, came up to the line to make his own adjustment, and got a first down on a simple out route. So good job by Tom Pepper.
As is the I formation for Tom Pepper now under center, Pseudo Nakai in the backfield. And it will be a pass out of this. He's going to fire it to Nakai out of the backfield, who's going to pick up 1 on the play. They're going to give him 2 on the play to the 35.
Yeah, and Vancouver so far continuing this pass happy approach. 16 pass attempts to their 1 rush attempt so far. It's interesting what they're doing, but again, you saw Pepper make an adjustment at the line of scrimmage, and it just seems that Andy's kind of giving Pepper control here.
There's gonna be a handoff to Nakai, who has the down and a whole lot more. He's up to the 40. 30, 20. He is waving goodbye to the London defense and gets in to the end zone for 6. Jeremy, you called it.
Ask and you shall receive. Pseudo Nakai with a monster touchdown run. This dude is unbelievable. And the big plays from Vancouver's offense continue into the second half. And now Vancouver has the lead.
And that is, again, the big play ability for that Vancouver Legion offense.
Yeah, if you're London's defense, it's you're kicking yourselves because just a couple of plays and you're in control of this game by what, 3 possessions, but Vancouver just continuing to fight. And I mentioned it earlier, Andy Hamilton, he was going to rally his guy. He wasn't going to let doubt creep in their head, and you've seen the production so far from Vancouver.
And the extra point attempt from Roman Rakowski is through and good. So just like that, 3 plays and they're in the end zone, and Vancouver has the lead now for the first time in this ballgame.
Yeah, and before that, that Hail Mary attempt to end the first half, that would make back-to-back 3-play touchdown drives for Vancouver.
As the kick is away, as it's going to be fielded by Gabe Manning, just under the 10-yard line. It's going to be going to look for some running room, and he'll get past the 30 to the 33. So, Jeremy, what do you think for this series for London?
Don't panic. Don't panic at all. You're finding yourself down in the game, but I mean, it's 1 minute into the second half, so play to your strengths. Continue to feed Williams and mix in that run and pass, like I've been saying, and we'll likely see another good drive from London if that continues.
As Agnes McLean is under center, he's going to fire out to Jason Williams, who comes out of the backfield, who's going to get the ball up to the 38-yard line, so a gain of 5 on the play.
Williams now with his 4th reception, putting him up to 17 yards. I mean, not getting production as far as yards after the catch, but I mean, he is putting his offense into shorter second and third down positions with his receptions.
As McLean will go under center with Williams in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff to Williams this time. He got enough for the first down before he's hit by Mark Lopez. Gets the ball up to the London 44.
And Williams is real fired up right now. He's kind of getting the ear of some of these Vancouver defenders. Williams, he's up over 100 yards on 20 attempts. See London shifting their game plan away from him.
As McLean will go under center with Williams in the backfield yet again, but it's going to be this time. He's going to fire it deep over the middle, and it's off the hands and incomplete. Pass was intended for Saren Storm.
Yeah, I have no idea how he got behind the entire Vancouver defense, and McLean with just a little too much on that one. A great effort by the London receiver to try to bring that one in on a diving attempt, and if they would have connected on that one, that could have been big.
It would have definitely helped out that offense a lot, as now it's a 2nd down and 10. McLean under center. Williams is in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff to Williams, who's going to be hit in the backfield by Brian Craven yet again, who's been all over the field.
Yeah, and good job by this Vancouver defense just to kind of sniff that one out real fast and wrap him up for a 2-yard loss. It's 3rd and 12, but London's been real efficient on 3rd down, no matter the distance.
Yeah, this is a 3rd and long, and they are in the I formation. As it's going to be a pass. McLean will take the snap. He's going to fire it deep, and that one falls off the hands yet again of Saren Storm. So back-to-back big pass incompletions that, I mean, both of them could have been caught.
Yeah, and it's extremely unfortunate. Saren Storm's, definitely going to go to the sideline upset. He had 2 balls in his hands. One was the first one, very difficult to catch, but that one kind of no excuse as he had it. And now London will be punting the ball away.
Yeah, out to punt the ball away is the London punter, Phil Hunter. He'll be punting it to Mark Lopez. It'll be fielded. As Mark Lopez gets the spin, but is set down quickly at the 23-yard line. So what do we expect on this one, Jeremy, since you are now a prophet?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know about a prophet. Okay, yes, I am. So what Vancouver's going to do is
So on Pepper it under center. Maybe a handoff to Nakai, who's going to spin, but is going to be dropped quickly at the 27-yard line. So a gain of 4 on that carry.
Yeah, continue feeding him the ball.
So 2nd down and 6 for the Vancouver Legion. As you take a look on Tom Pepper, wow, 154.9 rating. That's a lot better than his season so far, as he's under, I believe, 60 for the QBR this season. But he's in the shotgun formation. He's going to take the stab. He's going to fire it deep, and it's going to be caught by Rich Pratchard yet again, who gets close to the midfield down to the Vancouver 46.
And, you know, Vancouver's wide receivers, 3 for 3 on jump balls tonight. Another one going to Rich Pratchard, and tell Rich Pratchard to only run a post, and Pepper will just throw it up, and he'll bring it down every time. I mean, the skill and talent's just incredible from Rich.
Yeah, both the receivers, Killian and Pratchard, have shined tonight, as Nakai will get the handoff and will be tackled for a gain of 2 up to the 48 before he is tackled by big old number 95, Matthew Braun.
Yeah, Matthew Braun is a big guy. He's the London's first pick at pick number 7 in this previous rookie draft, and you know he doesn't have a lot of production to his name so far, but he's kind of just coming into his own, and if he keeps making plays like that, he's going to be a great rookie.
As Tom Pepper's going to be rolled around and dropped in the backfield for a sack on the play, and that is something that Andy Hamilton is going to be absolutely insane about. As William Davidson gets credit for his sack as he hits 50 career sacks, but I mean, Tom Pepper, what are you doing there, bud?
Yeah, it looked like Pepper anticipated the blitz or just the pressure up front, tried to get out of the pocket, but kind of ran into his own tackle there and just took a big sack, which is not what Vancouver wanted.
So on this big 3rd down and 20, it's going to be caught by Pratchard, who now has over 100 yards and gets the ball to London territory.
And that's just almost inexcusable by this young secondary for London. I mean, Pratchard just running right between the safeties deep. Pepper, just a tight spiral, beautiful ball, finding Rich Pratchard. And now you got 2 receivers for Vancouver, 4 receptions, 100+ yards, 5 receptions, 100+ yards. And the big plays from Vancouver's offense continue. And it's really just kind of elevating this offense.
So 1st down and 10 as Vancouver is in London territory. It's going to be a slant route and caught by Killian, who gets a gain of 7 on the play.
And I'm wondering what the adjustments from this London defense are going to be. I mean, they're doing a good job of forcing Vancouver into 3rd down, but they're just not getting them off the field so far in this 3rd quarter.
I see in chat Andy is singing his own praises because he actually said that they were going to convert that 3rd and 20 just a couple plays ago, as his head is now bigger and bigger each time he gets something right. So with that, Nakai takes up the ball to the 30-yard line, so pick up a 2 on the play.
Yeah, Suter Nakai at 5'7", 210 pounds. I can't believe he threw off that London defender. He turned a loss into a gain. As that London defender kind of closing on him very quickly in the backfield. But good job for Suter to fight and get his offense into a 3rd and short.
And it'll be a handoff to Nakai, who is going to get enough for the 1st down, and then some as the ball down to the 25, so a gain of 5 on the play.
And Vancouver's really starting to put together a great drive here for their 2nd drive here in the 2nd half. They're kind of eating some of this 3rd quarter clock, and now they're just 5 yards from entering London's red zone.
And now they are, Vancouver is marching down the field. Yet again, it'll be a handoff to who got some blocking out in front, cuts back and gets enough for the 1st down to the 14-yard line. That'd be a gain of 11 on the play. And man, it's just hard to stop this offense for Vancouver when it's rolling like this.
Yeah, and it certainly was not the case early in the 1st half. London's defense was really kind of clamping down on Vancouver. I know they forced him into a couple of 3-and-outs, but really since then, Vancouver's just making play after play after play. And now this is probably the best drive Vancouver's put together here in this drive or in this game.
And I would say that London does need a stop here, at least hold them to a field goal. I don't. With another touchdown, it's going to be hard pressed on this London offense to see if they can mount a comeback. And Nakai gets a carry of 7 on the play down to the 7-yard line.
And a comeback, at this point in the game certainly isn't out of the question. They got the time, they got the game plan. It's worked well. If they can hold them to a field goal, like you said, it kind of takes a little bit more of a burden off of your offense.
Yeah, especially having to match touchdown for touchdown. As Pepper takes the shotgun snap, he's going to fire to the end zone, and it's going to be almost intercepted by Adam Okoye as it falls incomplete. Pass was intended for Rich Pratchard.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Rich Pratchard's doing there. He kind of tried to do like a 181 thing. All he had to do, jumped, he was going to come down with it. He's been automatic with. I'm not too sure what he's doing there, but good stop by London. Another one play away from holding him to that field goal like we talked about.
Yeah, 3rd down and short. 3rd down and 3 from the London 7-yard line. Tom Pepper is in the shotgun formation. Nakai to his left as he's barking out audibles. He takes the snap. He's got time, but pressure is starting to collapse. He's going to fire to the end zone, and it's going to be picked off this time by the London defender, Adam Okoye.
Yeah, and this is going to the well one too many times. Pepper called the audible to Killian on the out route right there, and it would have been enough for a down. He just had to throw it to him, but I think Pepper was anticipating Okoye to kind of drop down a little bit, and he was going to try to float it over top. Okoye, learning from his mistakes, coming down with his first interception of the season, and now he's giving London new life.
Yeah, first turnover for Vancouver as Angus McLean goes deep downfield, and it is caught by number 86, Robert Garrett Jr. on the reception.
Yeah, and now we're in a situation where London and Vancouver going blow for blow here with these deep balls, and London off that turnover, they're in good position sitting close to midfield to tie in this game.
Yeah, one play and already up at the 46-yard line, so a gain of 16 on the last pitch and catch, or actually 26 on the last pitch and catch. So Angus McLean under center now. He is going to drop back. He's going to fire it deep downfield, and it's caught by Saren Storm, who's going to take it to the house this time as he burns the Vancouver defense.
Oh, my goodness. I am so happy for Saren Storm. I'm happy this coaching staff didn't quit on this young man as they went deep to him again. And there's something going. There's got to be some miscommunication on the secondary side of Vancouver as they're continuing to let these receivers just get deep down behind them. And it's Saren Storm bringing that one in. He's holding it with 2 hands. He doesn't want to drop it for a 3rd time. And he walks into the end zone for a touchdown. And now the game is tied. And this 4th quarter is setting up to be just insane.
This is going to be a bananas 4th quarter. This is the game up until now. It's been just unbelievable, and that is Saren Storm's first career SFL touchdown. So, congratulations to Saren Storm. Hopefully he's in chat, or maybe Liam can get him in chat, and we could all congratulate him. But the extra point attempt is good. So London, quick striking ability yet again. I mean, that's been the calling card for each of these teams when they score a touchdown, it seems like.
Yeah, and both quarterbacks, Angus McLean, 124 QBR, Tom Pepper, 125.5. So both QBs really kind of lighting it up through the air right now. And with the game tied, we're going to see how Vancouver responds.
Is that kick was fielded 4 yards deep in the end zone, and Lopez did not want to take it. He's going to try something, and he gets it up to the 22-yard line. So that is where Tom Pepper and company will start this series, as we're down to just 2:24 left to go in the 3rd quarter. And so Tom Pepper will start under center, Pseudo Nakai in the backfield, as he has a bunch to the top of the formation. As he takes the snap, drops back, Tom Pepper's got time. He's got to fire deep, and Killian is wide open. Past midfield, down to the 40, to the 30. I think he is waving goodbye, and he crosses Pater and gets a touchdown. Jeremy, one play, one touchdown. I'm losing my mind here.
Yeah, I mean, this is amazing. I mean, this is mind-blowing. I mean, both these offenses are just doing these haymakers as they just continuing to just bounce back from blown coverages with their own touchdown. And London, yeah, man, they're kicking themselves the same way Vancouver's defense was. Now we're gonna have to see how London's offense responds, and this game has been nothing but fireworks.
It has, but I mean, Adam Okoye, even though he had the interception just a couple series ago, he got burned again, and he's been burned on these deep plays time and time again. And one time shame on me, next time shame on you, then shame on me. I mean, I'm losing my mind. I mean, he's been beat so many times that you got to just do something about that. So the extra point attempt is good as Vancouver goes up 7.
Yeah, you want to see if London defensively can make some adjustments to kind of keep him maybe a little bit deeper, give him some help over the top. But I mean, he's got the talent to make you pay if you continue to go to his area. He's already got that one interception, so Vancouver's got to be careful. If they go that way one too many times, it could result in him getting himself his second interception.
Yeah, I mean, he does have that. I mean, it seems like all the big touchdown plays, if you have a penalty, probably a clipping, R62 will come out and let us know. But I mean, as we let the penalty go, it's going to be a holding actually against the Knights. So Vin Kalia in his first game gets a penalty called against him. But I mean, it seems like you were saying, all the big plays, it seems like it's been happening in man. So maybe that's something where London stays away from that. As Angus McLean and company will start at the 20-yard line, 1st down and 10. He starts under center. Jason Williams in the backfield. Going to take the shot, snap. He's going to drop back. He's going to fire out to Williams coming out of the backfield. Shrugs off a defender for Vancouver like he always does and gets a gain of 4 on the play.
And as you see there, 6 combined passing touchdowns from these quarterbacks, and we still have a whole nother quarter to go.
Right.
As for the 2nd down and 6, McLean will go under center. Jason Williams in the backfield. It'll be a handoff to Williams, who's got the hole and is going to be stuffed a yard short. It looked like he would have had that over his shoulder.
Yeah, that's a great one-on-one tackle by Mark Lopez to bring Williams down as he was barreling right towards him, and it makes it even sweeter when it forces your opponent into a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, not a lot of people are going to make that tackle, but Mark Lopez was up for the challenge and got it. So 3rd down and 1, it'd be a handoff to Williams, and he will get the 1st down and a little bit more and gets to the 33, gain of 4.
London's offensive line, I mean, it's hard to give player of the game when Williams is having his production and McLean and Manning. It's tough, but I mean, they as a unit have played very well.
And we come to the last 43 seconds of the 3rd quarter. McLean under center. In this 1st down and 10 plays, he lets the clock drip a little bit, and Williams gets the handoff and gets a couple moves in there and gain of 7 on the play to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, we might see another play here from London right before the end of the 3rd quarter, and I would love it to go right back to Williams up the middle. So far, it's working great for him on this drive as they're picking up 5+ yards per carry.
Yeah, but as you say that, London does the counter and goes empty set. McLean under center. He's going to fire it across the middle. It's going to be dropped by Williams, who was open on the slant route, but maybe the coverage was enough to make him think twice.
And that's just an unfortunate thing. Williams doesn't really tend to drop a lot of these passes to him. That one there kind of got away from him, and now it's 3rd and 3 for London.
We'll have to see. 8 seconds left, so this will be, barring a incompletion, the last quick incompletion, the last play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be a handoff to Jason Williams, who's got enough for the 1st down. Gain of 3 up to the 44. And at the end of the 3rd quarter, Vancouver finally takes the lead 31-24 over the London Knights. As we come back to the start of the fourth quarter, first down on the last run by Jason Williams sets up the London offense at the 44 inside their own territory. It'll be another handoff to Jason Williams, and it's going to be brought past the first down. Lincoln Kingseed Sr. was the first one to meet him, but Williams just carrying the pile.
Yeah, showing the strength there. He's just carrying a couple extra guys with him as he picks up first down for London. Now a little bit past midfield into Vancouver's territory. Williams, 147 yards, excuse me, on his 29th carry. He's definitely been the focal point so far. And London, once again, starting to put together a really nice drive.
Yeah, Jimmy Galvez in stats truck for us with those great stats as McLean will go under center, and he's going to throw it to Williams coming out of the backfield, crosses the 40 and gets to the 38-yard line, pick up a 7 for Jason Williams.
Yeah, Williams coming up off the ground, holding his hand in the air. He's pumped, and it feels like Williams is only getting stronger as this game's kind of picking up here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, this has been a really good game plan for London. Yeah, they had the lead and gave it up, but they're still only down 7 as Williams gets the carry. Going to be a little short. They're going to mark him a yard short of the first down marker, pick up a 2 on the play.
And if I'm London's coaching staff, I'm going back to one of their heavy formations they've been running and going back up the middle, run it right at Vancouver. Let Williams get you these 3 feet that he needs for another first down.
Yeah, he's been doing it all game long, is Jason Williams, and he is in the backfield. Angus McLean under center. He takes the snap. He's going to fight it across the middle. It's going to be caught by Robert Garrett Jr., who picks up a gain of 4 and gets the first down, ball to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and disagree with that play call, but you know what? I'm up in the booth. I'm not the coach. It was a little bit risky, kind of throwing towards them linebackers, but good job on picking up yet another third down for them.
Yeah, that was definitely risky, and it'll be a handoff this time to Jason Williams. So a little bit more conservative as he picks up 2 on the play and gets it to Vancouver 30-yard line.
And man, if London ties this game up, it's gonna be just insane. What kind of finish we could end up with in Vancouver.
Angus McLean goes under center on this second down and 8 play. He will take the snap, drops back, pressure is coming, and he's going to be dropped for a sack. That's something that he did not want, and this London offense didn't, as Lee Adama coming in with his second sack of the night.
Yeah, and that's big, and that's big for the rookie and big for his defense. And now London in a 3rd and 16, and they're not even in field goal range either.
No, 3rd down and long, and Angus McLean under center here again. Drops back. He's got fired underneath to Gabe Manning, who is only going to pick up 3 on the play. So it sets up a 4th and 13. Maybe they think Xavier Howard got the kinks out when he missed his first field goal attempt.
Yeah, and that's definitely one of those check down, plays to get yourself into field goal range. It's going to be a deep one for Xavier Howard. He missed a shorter one. If he can push this one through, he's going to help his offense and his team out quite a bit.
As the snap is down, kick from Howard is on the way. And it's good from 51 yards out. So with that, they cut within 4, 31-27.
Yeah, and that one just barely getting over the crossbar. Probably Howard's biggest kick of his young career so far. And what that does for London is if their defense can't force Vancouver into a punt, they can at least kind of, have that wiggle room of keeping them, out of the end zone. If they hold them to a field goal, it's still a 1-possession game. Yeah,
that sack from Lee Adama was huge as they pushed the London defense back behind the chains, which is exactly what Andy Hamilton and company wanted coming into this game, as Mark Lopez makes a couple of guys miss and shrugs off some tacklers, but gets it up to the 25-yard line. So that's where Tom Pepper and company will start this next possession.
Yeah, and with what London's defense cannot do is give up one of those big plays. Anything but that. and they'll give themselves a position to kind of come back to win this one.
As Tom Pepper will start in the shotgun formation, Pseudo Nakai, the halfback, to his left, trips to the bottom of the screen. Tom Pepper takes the drop back. He's firing over the middle, and it's going to be intended by... That's the weird... he didn't even look like he saw that football.
Yeah, I don't know if either player saw that football. That one might have been in the kind of direction of the setting sun there. They both just kind of let it fly right past them.
So we'll have to see if that comes back and maybe haunts this drive as it's 2nd down and 10. Tom Pepper under center. Split back formation. He's going to take the drop back. He's going to fire it weirdly, but it's going to be caught anyway. Why not? And it's going to be caught by the Vancouver receiver, number 80, the tight end, Craig Hearn. So Moose gets another reception.
Yeah, Pepper there. You don't want to sidearm it. You don't typically want to throw it on the run, and you definitely don't want to throw it across your body. And Pepper kind of checked all 3 of those boxes and somehow got that ball to Craig Hearn for a first down. It's very impressive by Tom Pepper.
Yeah, so that it looks like that incompletion to Killian didn't really harm him, as Pseudo Nakai will get the handoff and pick up 5 on the play, gets to the 45-yard line.
And Marquise Reed, former Vancouver Legion player, way back in the day, coming up there to make a stop.
Yeah, he has 20 tackles on the season coming into tonight, as he was, if you believe it or not, he was the tackle leader for the London defense. It's 2nd down and 5. Tom Pepper under center, Nakai in the backfield, and he will get the handoff. He's got the first down and a whole lot more. Nice block out there, as he's going to be down at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, I'm amazed right now that Pseudo Nakai on a great play design was chased down by the defensive end for London. I mean, that's incredible effort and speed there by the defender to save the touchdown, because Vancouver was looking to put that one away there on the back of Pseudo Nakai.
That was actually the linebacker, Tally Mac Scarborough, who was their round 3 pick, 55th pick in the rookie draft, as the pass out to Rich Pratchard for a gain of 5.
So this is kind of the situation we were talking about with London last drive. Xavier, if they can hold Vancouver just a field goal, London will need a touchdown to tie it. There's plenty of time left in this 4th quarter, but what London's defense cannot do right now is give up a touchdown this late and make it 2 possessions.
So in the 2nd down and 5 play, Tom Pepper will come under center. He takes the drop back, pressure coming, but he throws it to the end zone. Caught. Who else? Brett Killian for the touchdown. And that's his second on the night.
It's actually his 3rd touchdown.
3rd, excuse me.
Unbelievable performance by Brett Killian and Tom Pepper. This connection coming in clutch tonight. As you see that duck there from Pepper. But now with Vancouver up 2 possessions, London's down but not out with 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in the 4th quarter. It's just going to take some big plays and another stop by London's defense to give them a chance to try to win this one.
Yeah, we haven't really seen much of the punters in this game, actually. Like, I can't think... I mean, I know there was one for Vancouver off the top of my head, but really the punters have not played a factor in this game. So that just shows you the defense on either side. And actually, surprisingly, Vancouver was a top defensive team.
It's crazy to think about the slow start Vancouver had in the 1st quarter. I mean, they came in averaging 41 points per game, and with the slow start, you kind of were thinking that maybe that wasn't going to be the case tonight. But now they're up to 38 points. So that average is probably going to continue to keep them at the top of the league in terms of points per game.
Yeah, they were averaging 41 coming into tonight. So another 3 points gets you to 41. They need a touchdown. Excuse me, my math is wrong there. But yeah, I mean, just another touchdown, and they are over that 41 average. As Gabe Manning brings it out to the 28-yard line, and he's actually been held in check thus far. As Angus McLean will go under center, Jason Williams in the backfield. It's going to be another run play. He's going to pick up 4 on the play, sets up a 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, I get wanting to keep Williams involved, but I think now's the time where you just got to put it in McLean's hands and just kind of let him start to find his receivers. Maybe even try to figure out how to get deep over Vancouver secondary again.
2nd down and 6 at the own 32-yard line. Going to be another handoff, and they're going to give him a gain of 1, but I don't even think he made it past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it's going to be tough sledding this late in the game. That running the ball enough for your offense to drive downfield. It's definitely not going to be as time starting to tick away.
3rd down and 5. McLean in the shotgun formation takes a snap. He's going to fire across the middle, and it's going to be intercepted on the tip drill. And that is Dean Maddox with his interception. I believe that's his first on the season.
Yeah, that's definitely his first pick of the season, and I just can't believe that one was just gifted to him off the tip, and poor Angus McLean isn't going to catch a break here. That's his 2nd interception that comes off of a tip, and great job by Vancouver on these tip drills. And now that they got the interception, 4.5 minutes, they're definitely going to kind of give this ball to Sudo Nakai to milk this clock.
Yeah, definitely. Under 4:31 left in the 4th quarter, and it's going to be a handoff to Nakai, who has some blocks out in front, and he makes the guy miss. He's up the 20, the 10. He's going to go into the end zone, and Sudo Nakai the second half has been all him.
I mean, this is just all around impressive from Vancouver. The big play. I mean, I'm almost speechless at this point. Another big run by Sudo Nakai, and Vancouver just in a commanding lead now. And it's unfortunate because this one was really starting to shape up to kind of come down to the wire. But Vancouver, once again, despite their slow start, just firing on all cylinders, and they're going to improve to 3-0 on the season. Again, improving their franchise best start ever. It's incredible what Vancouver's been able to do this season.
Yeah, that's the extra point is good. So that is an 18-point lead now for the Vancouver Legion. And man, I mean, what a turnaround from that first quarter on. Just outplaying the London Knights. They've given up some plays defensively, but for the most part, they've limited London to field goals, where London has been giving up the touchdowns. But I mean, coming into this game, Vancouver was 4th in the power rankings. So do you think that with this win, moving to 3-0, that you see them moving up?
Oh yeah, I mean, with of course lost Denver. I don't think Vancouver here is the #1 spot in the power rankings this week, because you do have Atlanta, who is continuing to be red hot and is now 3-0 themselves. But man, if only it was Atlanta versus Vancouver in week 4, it would just be the game of the week.
Oh, that would be an amazing game of the week. As Gabe Manning brings the ball up to the 28-yard line, so Angus McLean will start under center. He's got some time. He's going to throw it out. Oh, running the wrong way is JQ, and he gets absolutely depleted on the play by number 42, Brian Craven. So it lost a 3 on the play, and they go no huddle. McLean goes under center. He takes the shot, he takes the snap. He's going to fire it deep, and it's going to be caught by Saren Storm, who's at the 20. Mark Lopez giving chase, but it's not going to matter because Saren Storm is in the end zone.
Oh, and just when you think the game was starting to wrap up, more fireworks. Saren Storm definitely has redeemed himself from his 2 drops. I mean, I can't believe the window that this ball was put in. It's a great job by McLean to squeeze that one in there, and Saren Storm is just gone. And that's a touchdown by London. And you know what? If London can get an onside kick right here, you never know. You never know.
Yeah, you you never know in the SFL as they will attempt the extra point. I was thinking maybe they would go for 2 here to actually bring it within 10. But if the extra point attempt is good, it'd be 11-point ball game. The snap is down, the kick is up, and Howard knocks it through. So, Jeremy, I mean, what a crazy bonkers last 4 minutes we're gonna have. As Xavier Howard is going to go with the onside kick. Remember, the ball has to go 10 yards for all those new people watching. And the kick is away, and it's going to be covered by Vancouver. So they will take over on the London side at the 39-yard line.
It was very close. London almost came away with that one. London still have 3 timeouts, still 4 minutes. They're down 2 scores, touchdown, 2-point conversion, a field goal. If they can get a quick 3 and out, they get the ball back. They still have a chance. It's not over.
As Tom Pepper will start under center, it's going to be handoff to Pseudo Nakai, who is 5 on the play. He gets it to the London 35-yard line. As you take a look, Pseudo Nakai, after having just 2 rushing yards in the first half, is now up to 187. So 185 rushing yards in the second half.
Impressive. Coming on big plays.
And actually, Andy Hamilton mentioned that Pseudo Nakai, one of his key players for tonight, if he was having a good game, then Vancouver would be rolling. The same with actually Tom Pepper. He said he had complete confidence in him despite only having 393 passing yards in the first 2 games. As Nakai, nice spin move, breaks out of a tackle, breaks out of another one. He's at the 10, end zone. Pseudo Nakai. Oh man.
What are we watching, Jeremy? Man, what a performance!
I don't even know. I'm speechless. Pseudo Nakai. What did they feed this man? Yeah, I mean, look, this might be a product of giving him 1 carry in the first half and just letting him come out with a full tank of gas, because he's doing everything. And Vancouver, 51 points, unbelievable.
Yeah, they go over. They're going to go over that 41 that they were averaging. So their average is going to go up here, going into week 4. As Pseudo Nakai is absolutely terrorizing the London defense. As the extra point attempt by Ramon Rakowski is up, and it's good. So 52-34, Legion on top of the Knights.
Yeah, and it's just unfortunate because London, it's the big plays that's really just kind of killed them all night. And unfortunately for this one, I think this one's now officially out of reach for them, unless a miracle happens. But it just seems that every time Vancouver gets the ball back, Pseudo is just kind of doing his thing.
And the fact that the London Knights defense, it's coming, and the fact that they still are getting gashed on that, as Gabe Manning tries to make something out of nothing, ends up at the 28-yard line. What do we think going forward here? I know London has to throw the football, but I guess who are you looking at?
I'm anyone that's.
And that was that's our amazing analyst there, Jeremy Vega, with that insightful analysis. Looking for anybody. As Angus McLean goes under center, he's got a fighter across the middle, almost going to be caught by Saren Storm, but it's going to fall incomplete.
Yeah, and I just want to take a minute here while we can. One of our previous games that was kind of happening parallel with this one was St. Louis and New Orleans. St. Louis winning 37-31 on a great performance by Johnny Pickler. St. Louis now picking up their first win of the season, and New Orleans dropping down to 1-2 along with St. Louis.
As McLean will go under center, he's going to drop it off. He's going to be caught, actually, by Jason Williams. Looked like he had 2 Vancouver Legion defenders chasing after the quarterback, but he was able to find Jason Williams for a gain of 1. 3rd down and 9. Big 3rd down here with just under 2:31 left to go in the final stanza. McLean takes the snap. He's got a fighter across the middle, intended for Gabe Manning, but it falls incomplete.
And if London can't convert this 4th down, Andy Hamilton to pray and beg Suda Nakai to just kind of not run for a 40-yard touchdown, just to kind of, take some 2-3-yard runs so they can run this clock out and go back in the locker room and start celebrating.
So on this 4th down and 9, as they jump again, are going to jump and give 5 yards back as it falls incomplete. So with that, it will move to a 4th down and 4. I wonder who jumped again. Was it the rookie again? No, they're going to credit number 55 with jumping off Kevin Brackett. So inexcusable play there for the veteran.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th and manageable for London here. So Vancouver still has another shot to get London off the field, and we'll see what London dials up here on 4th down.
So we'll have to see. No, they'll be under center. I was thinking maybe a shotgun formation, but on the 4th down and 4, Angus McLean under center. He's going to fire his sidearm, and it's going to be caught by Vin Kalia, who gets his first reception in the SFL, and it comes here with just under 2 minutes, 2:10 left to go in the fourth quarter. Under center for Angus McLean, and he's going to scramble, and he's going to pick up 8 on the play. As we come to the 2-minute warning, I'm losing my train of thought. 52-34, Vancouver on top of the London Knights. Two minutes left to go. 2nd and 2 after the 8-yard scramble from Angus McLean. It's under center. He's going to fire it out to the left, and it's going to be caught on the just before he steps out of bounds is Gabe Manning.
Yeah, and if you didn't know, today's Andy's birthday. So what a birthday gift given to him from his players, dropping 52 and improving their team to 3-0.
I was actually hoping for a 4 OT ball game for Andy Hamilton's birthday gift. That could still happen, though. That could still happen, and I know he would go absolutely crazy. So empty set formation. They're going to be thrown from McLean out to Vin Kalia, who makes his 2nd reception. Gain of 6, so 2nd down and 4. No huddle for the London Knights. McLean under center. He's going to fire across the middle. Pass is caught inside the 25 down to the 21. Pass to Robert Garrett Jr. with the reception. So no huddle yet again. McLean under center. He's going to fire it out underneath to Saren Storm. Gain of 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7 at the 18-yard line. As they go no huddle yet again. They have all 3 timeouts. They're probably going to save them. McLean will drop back, throw it across the middle. It's going to be batted away by Brian Craven and almost intercepted on the deflection.
And that incompletion is gonna kind of give the backups a second to breathe and kind of recuperate, as London was really starting to push the ball into their territory.
So now 3rd down and 7 inside the red zone, as the Knights will go under center with Angus McLean. As he takes the snap, he drops back on the 7-step drop. He fires it out. It's going to fall incomplete, as the pass was intended for Vin Kalia.
Yeah, and it's nice to give some of these players who kind of sit lower on the depth chart of Vancouver defensively some playing time here, because you never know when you're going to have to call up one of these guys. It's a long season.
Or an injury to a star player. We've seen that happen a couple times. Actually happened to Carolina, this past week. So McLean under center yet again. He's going to fire it out to Gabe Manning, who makes the reception. No, they're going to say he was incomplete. He was out of bounds.
Well, I think that I think he brought this one in, but it was just well short of the first down marker on a fourth down, which is going to result in a turnover on downs. And now Vancouver should kneel it.
Should.
If Suda Nakai is not in the game, that's likely what's going to happen.
So the backup QB, Mark Salt, will get some action here in mop-up duty with 1:05 left to go. Myron Jackson Jr. is the running back, and he's going to get hit in the backfield for a loss of 3 on the play as London will call their first time out of the second half.
And I think London's hoping to get one more possession, maybe work on some things, kind of continue to build a rhythm with this young core of players on their offense.
How often, Jeremy, I know you're the owner of the Night Wings, how often does that happen when you're in a game like this where it's blown out, that you actually, start working on some things for next week?
It's not so much you're working on things for next week, because it's not like you have your game plan for next week, thought out, because you've just been so focused on the opponent that's in front of you. But if you're getting blown out, it's good for your players to kind of keep them out there, continuing to try to build a rhythm with each other, and it teaches them a good habit of not quitting even when you're down. So it's kind of something you tend to see from a lot of owners and coaches around the league, and something they just they preach their players.
As the pass was intended for Myron Jackson Jr., but it felt incomplete. Are you a proponent of taking your players out, or do you want to see your star players still perform highly, even if it's a blowout game?
I think there's that weird unspoken rule of not running up the score, and if your star players have been out there the whole game and it's turned into a blowout, you kind of don't want them to keep the foot the I don't know, you don't want them to keep going and just kind of running up the score. And it kind of gives them a little bit of needed rest time between games as well. So I'm for bringing them out.
As the punt is away to be fielded by Gabe Manning, who is still in, seeing if he can get some magic going, but it is all for naught as he stopped at the 47-yard line in their own territory. and so with the win, Vancouver ultimately is going to move to 3-0. They were at 2-0. It was their best start, so they continue their best start in franchise history. So congrats to Andy Hamilton on that, just continuing from last week, just moving things along here week by week as McLean will throw it to the fullback for a pickup of 5 on the play of JQ on the reception as McLean will go no huddle. Second down and 5. McLean takes the snap. He's going to drop back. He's going to fire it deep across the middle, and it's caught by Saren Storm, who will take it to the house for another touchdown. Man, he's had one of the best games for the London Knights today. You can't say, he had a couple drops, but Jeremy, 2 big touchdowns, 3 big touchdowns, and he's just carved up this Vancouver defense.
Yeah, he's up over 200 yards, and this is it's a big game for him, and unfortunately it's kind of in a blowout loss, so it's not going to be that memorable. Individually, terrific job for him, and this is just proving to London and their coaching staff yet again why they should continue to get this guy involved moving forward.
Yeah, he came in 5 receptions for 79 yards, and he already has 6 receptions for 205. But the key here, he's been targeted 6 times, and he came up with 6 catches. He actually had a couple of incompletions that were intended to him. So 2 incompletions intended his way as London will go for the onside here, down by 12. They were unsuccessful in their first onside attempt. The kick is away, and it's going to be off, and it's going to be recovered. So still some life left.
Yeah, it's unfortunately that there's 19 seconds. I mean, a score here, an onside, and a score is really the only possible scenario. Unlikely as it is, it's still possible for London. And this is something that I was just talking about. You know, you teach them to never quit because you just never know.
As you take a look at Saren Storm's numbers, 3 incompletions to his name, as Angus McLean will go under center. He drops back. He's going to fire it across the middle because why not? It's been working, but this time it's going to be batted away by Mark Lopez.
Yeah, and this isn't the final SF game of the night. We have right up after this one. It's Houston at Chicago, a playoff rematch. It'll be live on the Simulation Football's Twitch channel kickoffs at 9 Eastern time.
That should be a good game following this one. I mean, 2 really good teams. I figure that one's going to go down to the wire as well, as McLean will throw it across the middle, and it's caught for a first down by Saren Storm, who gets into Vancouver territory down to the 37. So he is still racking up yards.
Yeah, and we're going to see a couple more plays from London here right before the game ends. You know, at this point, just keep feeding Saren Storm. Let this guy set some franchise records.
Yeah, why not? You thought maybe it'd be Gabriel Manning or Robert Garrett Jr. even, but they've held Robert Garrett Jr. in check. But Saren Storm has been lethal tonight in what's going to be a losing effort. But still, I mean, give credit to McLean for for finishing up strong. So with 6 seconds left, McLean's going to throw it deep to the end zone, and it's going to be intercepted. And Lincoln Kingsey Sr. will get his first interception on the year.
On the year and in his career. That's a good way to cap off the game.
And that's he was somebody that Andy Hamilton talked about who could have a big game, Lincoln Kingsey Sr. So with 3 seconds to go, Jeremy, I think kneel down or probably maybe a run to. I mean, Nakai is back there, but it looks like they're going to go into the V formation. And with no timeouts, London cannot stop the clock. So this will do it. Vancouver moves to 3-0. Jeremy, as we close in, what any final thoughts?
Excuse me. London. They played great in certain aspects. I think that their offense, they had a really good rhythm this game, and I think they're going to look to continue that moving forward. They just got to correct some things on the defensive side, where they have such a young group of guys back there. They just kind of got beat on a lot of big plays, which really just put them out of the game. Vancouver moving forward, they're up to 3-0 now. You know, you don't anticipate scoring 52 points or even 41 points per game. Their defense gave up 30 plus before the backups came in. So when Vancouver's going to have to work on some things defensively, and if they can get that ship righted with the offense that can produce these big plays, Vancouver's going to be a really tough team to beat. So good luck to Vancouver moving forward, where, like you said, they're off to a 3-0 start, best in franchise history. And London is going to drop to 1-2, where they're going to continue to work on things and grow this young roster.
So in this rivalry, the home team remains unbeaten, as now Vancouver moves a game closer. So it's 3-2 in favor of London. But I mean, this was a good game all around. And it's going to be interesting to see what London can do. They definitely had the right plays going in. Jason Williams getting the load of the carries, but Saren Storm, man, he could be a problem moving forward.
Yeah, if he continues to grow and with speed and his route running ability, he's got to kind of work on his hands a little bit. But other than that, he's going to be a big playmaker for this London team.
Yeah, then. Yeah, definitely want to see what Vancouver does going forward at 3-0. We touched on it a lot, and You know, I mean, you never want to take a team lightly. They didn't take London, and London, I mean, they came out swinging. They held Nakai in the first half to two rushing yards, and then he just went absolutely bonkers for one of the better halves that I've seen from a running back.
Yeah, and moving into week 4, Vancouver's going to go on the against Carolina, and then you got London going back home where they'll host New Orleans.
Oh, so
Two really key matchups there for Vancouver and London. And
yeah, I mean, what do you think for Vancouver then for the rest of the season, possibly?
You know, they're gonna continue to work on things. You know, it's just kind of been their way, but we'll see how they continue to transform their defense, and if this offense can continue to stay as high powered as they have been.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Mark Lopez and Lincoln Kingseed Sr. They look like two solid safeties. It's just a matter of if they can work together. So as we take a look at the player of the game, I mean, I'm okay with Brett Killian, but maybe Pseudo Nakai.
Yeah, I mean, Pseudo, Brett Killian, Tom Pepper. I mean, all of them played great.
All right, so with that, with Jimmy Galvez in the Stats truck and Jeremy Vega alongside, I've been Jeff Melanishin. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.